Hey everyone, Genevieve here to do my full moon video. Our full moon in Scorpio is also a lunar eclipse, and it is going to be occurring 12:14 Monday morning, Eastern time, of course. And now this will be completely visible for all of North America, most of South America, or I believe all of South America. Most of North America, definitely here on the East Coast, as long as this rain that is just been relentless this last week finally clears up. It will be a spectacular sight, and you will see it between 11:30 and 1 a.m. So let's talk about this energy. Okay, so we know the sun has been in Taurus, and the full moon that falls during Taurus season is the Scorpio moon. We've talked about Scorpio energy before. We've talked about Taurus energy before. So Scorpio is a water sign. Just a little refresher. It is very... Water signs are just very emotional. Number one, that's what normally comes across with any water sign, first and foremost, of their personality. They are ruled by their emotions. Scorpio, most intensely of all. Scorpios, now, that's not always a bad thing, right? They're very protective, nurturing, loving, but you know, the dark side of kind of that intense emotion can be jealousy, negativity. It can, especially with Scorpio, mean addiction, overindulgence of bad substances. It can mean possessiveness. It can mean, well, think about a Scorpio. When you don't want to be pinched by one, right? They sting, and they can be deadly in some cases. So with those come at you with those pinchers, stingers, whatever, you know, yeah, that is kind of the negative side of a Scorpio. So if they feel threatened, if they feel they are being attacked, they will not hesitate to sting you harsh. And so the fact that this is a lunar eclipse, of course, all of the energy of this full moon is going to be super intensified. There is also a negative aspect going on with the dark star Algol, which can intensify some of that negative, that shadow side of the Scorpio energy. So just be aware, be on guard for that. There, of course, are ways to combat that. You know, if you look what's going on around in the world today, right now, we are going through gas prices are through the roof. People are angry about that. The prices of everything are just climbing. People are angry about that, or terrified, worried about it. Like, how am I going to get where I need to go? How am I going to feed my family? Now there is a baby formula shortage, which is serious business, because, you know, as much as people say, well, that's what breastfeeding is for, and yeah, I just actually posted something a few minutes ago on Facebook about this very issue. Now, I'm not a mother. I know a lot of young mothers who have newborns or are about to any minute, and you know, this is a very real fear, a very real crisis. And breastfeeding is not always an option for various reasons, which I won't get into, but any woman knows this to be true. So, you know, it is a very frustrating time, and tensions are high, because again, with that Taurus Earth, sun sign, sun being in Taurus, it's all, again, about hard work. It's about family, nurturing, protection, above all else. Scorpio as well. So that's where they do kind of work well together in very many ways. But with the bull being as stubborn and hard-headed as it is, doesn't always want to listen to obvious suggestions or truths or realities. And with Scorpio just being so defensive and, you know, just not taking any crap ever, and also is hardworking and wants to protect their family above all costs. You know, this is a serious, heavy energy that we're going to be dealing with. So how do we work around that, or how do we work with it? Okay, first of all, you need some grounding. You need, take the stability of the Taurus earth and ground yourself before you act or react to anything. Take the positive qualities of the Scorpio of self-love, self-nurture, of not overindulging in the things that we sometimes use as crutches to make us feel better that actually end up intensifying a problem and making them worse. And just think about really, again, and this goes for all the time, everywhere, like, just treat people the way that you want them to treat you, with understanding, with caution, and choosing your words and making sure you say what you mean and mean what you say. Of course, you need to burn off some of this excess kind of erratic kind of nervousness, kind of whatever a case may be. It's a great time to use the creativity that both of these signs also possess to, maybe dance, move, cook, make some really tasty recipes, paint, draw, listen to music, garden if you can get out there, between the drops of rain, just burn some candles, calm down, meditate, ground yourself that way. Of course, diffusing my oil blend won't hurt either. So the blend that I created for this full moon lunar eclipse, it's called Nurture, because again, there's always an argument between nature and nurture, what, determines a person's personality or the way they live their life. And of course, I believe it's a little bit of both, but we have a choice, especially as adults, we have a choice in the way we react and behave to things. And that is, you want to nurture, again, the positive side of that. You want to nurture positive outcome for all. And that means you and your household first and foremost, of course, but then what can you do for all? So today, it hasn't happened yet, but on the second Saturday of the month in our community, mail carriers come around and collect any perishable items to donate to local families in need. And so I picked up some canned goods. I picked up some, fun family staples like mac and cheese, ramen noodles, that type of thing. And I was looking for baby formula. I did not find any, but I did throw some cans or some jars of baby food in there, because a family is a family, whether, they are an older couple whose children have moved out, couples like Steve and I who don't have any children and not by choice, or families of 4 or 6 or more children of all ages and stages in life. So extended family, also grandparents and grand dogs and all of that. So I probably should have thrown some dog food in there too. But anyway, point being is, there are negative things that are going on and always go on constantly that are beyond our control. But we do what we can to control our environment, and we do what is positive. And it's always, easy to do something kind for another person, even if they don't know it was from you, or even if they don't know who their donor is. They need something, and if you are able to provide it, it not only helps them out tremendously, but it does make you feel good about yourself. I just feel like, I know you can't force generosity, but it certainly doesn't cost that much, even if it's just a kind thing about maybe giving someone a ride to the grocery store. If you can do something like that, it's a good thing for everybody involved, for the giver and the receiver. So that's what I did today, and I am going to be diffusing my oil blend on Sunday night into Monday morning, which is called Nurture. I, of course, am going to be saging, smudging the house, ridding the home of any negative energy that may have accumulated in the past month. And it's not really a time to charge your crystals. That's more of a full moon, but I will cleanse them with my sage. But whatever you do, just remember, take care of yourself first, nurture yourself first, but definitely try to find a way to give back. And that will probably be the best thing that you can do under this really intense Scorpio full moon lunar eclipse, to keep on that positive side of life, to stay on the up and up, not only spiritually, but personally, and you know, for your community, for where you live, the people that live around you, your neighbors, your family, your friends, and so on. So oh, let me tell you what the ingredients of my oil blend are. I'll just get this out for a second. I wanted to hurry and do this video too, because another thing we're doing today, which is it's a labor of love, really. Our friends asked us to dog sit for them, and they are not here yet, but she will be soon. Our friend's dog Tiffany is a very famous puppy this area of Delaware. She gets around and out and about, and people recognize her everywhere they go. But anyway, we get to spend time with her today, and our dogs love her, and she loves our dogs, and so it's going to be a fun afternoon and evening, I'm sure. So let me, again, get to my oil blend, Nurture. Now, it has some florals in it. It has some earthy scents in it, and then I added a few things this year to just kind of help a little bit more with the energy, again, of the lunar eclipse, the full moon. So bear with me. I apologize. It should be right here. Yes, it includes, normally I included wild orange. I substituted tangerine this time. It's a little bit stronger, brighter scent, and it's uplifting. Grapefruit, spearmint, eucalyptus. These are uplifting, you know, great for creativity, great for a good mood. Eucalyptus is calming, and it's a very watery scent. Energy clearing, air clearing as well. I left out clary sage this time, but I put in palmarosa, which is that sweet rose smelling wood scent. I did use rose. I did use neroli, lang lang, coriander, which is spicy warm, ginger, and I added tarragon, blue tansy, and yarrow this time. So these are, tarragon is again spicy, but it's kind of protecting, it's calming, nurturing. And of course, blue tansy and yarrow are just really ancient oils that are blue, inky blue in color, and they are very protective of health, of kind of your emotional state, and especially for women, menstruating women, should not be used around pregnant women, though, on or even breathing. So if you are pregnant or nursing, don't use those two oils. But that's it, guys. Blessed be. Namaste. Till next time, I hope the energy of this lunar eclipse full moon is positive for you. I hope you get to see it. I hope we all get to see it. And I hope that the next 2 weeks bring you just love, luck, success, joy, peace, blessings, yada, yada, yada. Until next time. Blessed be.